Do you think all programming languages look like Python, Java, or C++? Actually, there are programming languages so weird, you might think they're just a joke. Some use only symbols, some look like cooking recipes, and some look like abstract art. Yet they are real programming languages. In this video, we'll explore the weirdest programming languages invented by humans and why they were created. Let's start with the most famous weird language ever. It's called brainfuck. Designed in 1993, its goal was to have the smallest possible number of commands. Instead of usual words, it relies on just 8 symbols. Although it looks simple, reading a program written in it is incredibly difficult, even for professional programmers. Yet, it can be used to write full programs, just like any other programming language. The second language is called Chef. Imagine opening a code file and finding ingredients like flour, sugar, eggs, and milk. At first, you'd think it's a recipe to bake a cake, but the truth is, it's a real program. In this language, ingredient names are used as variables, and the preparation steps represent programming commands. The goal wasn't practical use, but to show that programming can take unexpected forms. The third language is Shakespeare. As the name suggests, it looks like a stage play. The program consists of characters, dialogue, and scenes. Each character represents a variable, and each sentence represents a programming command. You might read the program as if you're reading a theatrical script, while the computer sees it as executable code. Now on to one of the most creative languages. It's called Piot. In this language, you don't write words or numbers. Instead, you draw colorful squares. The execution of the program depends on the arrangement of colors and the transitions between them. In other words, the image might look like an art piece, but it's actually a working program. It's an example that programming doesn't always rely on text. Now imagine opening a code file and seeing almost nothing. This is white space. It doesn't use letters or words. It relies entirely on spaces, tabs, and new lines. So the file might look completely empty, but it contains a full program that only those who know how this language works can see. The last language on our list is LOL code. It was inspired by the famous internet cat memes. Instead of traditional programming words, it relies on funny phrases that mimic the way those memes speak. Despite its funny appearance, it's capable of executing real programs. It was primarily designed for fun and to explore different ways of writing code. You might be wondering now, if these languages are impractical, why would anyone make them? The reason is that some programmers love to challenge themselves, experiment with new ideas, or even turn programming into art or a form of entertainment. While most programmers use languages like Python, Java, and C++, these weird languages remind us that the world of programming is much wider and more diverse than we imagine. Now, tell me in the comments, which language did you find the weirdest? And would you dare to try one of them? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you love programming content and tech facts. See you in the next video.